Hi everyone, my name is Maria Marianayagam and I am joining you from snowy Alberta, Canada today, and I'm so excited to be here with you on Legit KidLit. I am an engineer turned children's book author. I am the author of the Baby Virtue series with Worthy Kids, the Amazing Power of Girls source books, and today I'm so excited to be talking to you about my middle grade debut, No Purchase Necessary, is coming out with Harper Collins Canada and Harper Collins US, and it's about 14-year-old Ajay Anthony Pillay, who is a bit of a keen bean. He's just moved to a new town and he's desperate to hold on to his title of Student of the Year, but he's hoping that things will be different this time. He's hoping to actually make some friends and fit in as well, but he's already off to a bad start. He's on the bad side of Bridge Creek Middle School's most popular kid, Jacob Anderson, and he doesn't know what to do to fix the situation. So when Jacob asks him to do the unthinkable, steal a chocolate bar from Scary Al's convenience store, Ajay says yes. And Jacob, being Jacob, rejects Ajay's steal. And Ajay opens up the chocolate bar to find out that he's won the grand prize. He's won $1 million. What is he gonna do? His family could really use the money. This is a life-changing amount for them. But is it his to claim? That's how our story begins.
Quickly walk us through a day in your life as a writer.
Day in my life as a writer. So that's actually changed quite a bit from when I started writing. When I started, it was a lot of writing, just writing and learning, taking lots of courses and classes, and then just writing a variety of different things. But now with books out and books coming out, it looks a little bit different. It's a lot of answering emails because the books that I have coming out are all in different stages of production. So I might be providing feedback on a cover or some internal illustrations. I might be editing my books. My different books might be at different stages of editing. So actually working through those edits and responding to those questions associated to those edits. And then also a lot of marketing things too with the books that are coming out or releasing right away. And then of course writing, which is my favorite part of the day. And I usually have several projects on the go. I am working on my next middle grade novel and that's close to completion, so I'm working on final edits for that. But I'm also drafting new picture books and board books and a chapter book series, so lots of exciting projects and I love to mix it up.
What is one thing you cannot live?
One thing that I cannot live without is my faith in my family and also coffee.
Would you be willing to read the first 5 lines from No Purchase Necessary?
Okay, here are the first 5 lines of No Purchase Necessary. It all started with the first mistake. Week 1 at my new school. Not surrendering my eraser to Jacob Anderson. One thing led to another, and by week 3, I had stolen $1 million. That was an accident, sort of.
What kinds of themes come up in No Purchase Necessary?
I think there are hopefully several relatable themes in this book to the kind of middle school experience. Ajay is trying to deal with bullying. He's trying to fit in. He's got this wonderful relationship with his sister. There's possibly a first crush. But really he's trying to figure out what's right and what's wrong and what the right thing to do is in the situation that he's in. But at the core of the story is really about love. And it's about self-love, and it's about familial love, and it's about the lengths that we'll go to earn that love. And that real love doesn't have to be earned at all.
Are there any parts of Ajay, your main character, that mirror your own life?
Ajay is such a keener, and he's such a, he tries so hard, and it's very much a mirror of my own life. I was totally that kid. I was so, I tried so hard. I tried so hard to fit in. I tried to really do well in school. It was like super important to me. My parents were nowhere as strict as Sunday's parents at all, but I did. I had a lot of self-imposed pressure to do really, really well, and yeah, so a lot of the things that Ajay does are kind of taken from my experience as a middle schooler.
What would you do if you suddenly won $1 million?
Oh my goodness, what a good question. And you think that I would have thought about this answer since I wrote a book about winning $1 million, but I haven't. I think that I would do a lot of like practical, boring things like pay off my mortgage and like any debt we had and things like that. And then travel. I would probably travel a lot. I have always been an avid traveler, and I would love to just take our family and travel around the world. I think that would be so cool.
Would you be willing to walk us through a quick brainstorming or writing activity?
A fun brainstorming activity that I like to do when generating story ideas is I like to ask what if questions of books and movies and other things that I've read or consumed that I really like. So with No Purchase Necessary, it's kind of like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, right? Except Charlie wins. He buys the chocolate bar honestly, and he wins it, and it's really special. And in this case, Ajay steals it because he's peer pressured. And what does that look like? What happens when you're in that situation and you win something huge, but also still really need the money? So like that, you can ask questions of other different movies. Like, for example, Santa Claus. This is Santa Claus with an E. It's a bit of an older movie. It's where Tim Allen has to become Santa because Santa falls off his roof and disappears. And so Tim has to become Santa. So what if you were a middle schooler or a middle grader and your neighbor is someone that you spent lots of time with, and they pass away, and you find out that they are actually this like spy, or they're part of this secret organization, or they're a superhero, or something else, and they leave this briefcase that basically says that you now need to take over. What does that look like? So like a really similar idea, but totally contemporary and asking kind of a different question for a different audience, I think can help you get the inklings of new ideas for different stories. Thank you so much, Tiffany and Alexis, for having me on Legit KidLit. This was super fun. Listeners, please check out No Purchase Necessary and visit me at marianayagam.com and send me a message because I would love to hear from you. I also love to do school visits as well. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Maria. It was great talking to you. Bye.
Thank you, Maria. It was lovely meeting you and talking about No Purchase Necessary. And I hope everyone's ready to dive into this